Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Up front, lined up. It's first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down here. We go with a direct snap. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. And they'll use the ground game here. Breaking free at midfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, this defense has to respect this quarterback and how he can get out in the open. Sometimes he will run, but the offensive coordinator does a nice job with the defense focused on the quarterback. You go with a jet sweep, you get your speedster out on the edge, and the defense doesn't know if the quarterback has it or if he hands it off to the jet sweep. That's a big gain for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that previous play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Hands off to the left. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Gives it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Motion now from the tight end. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
No, kick it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Getting set. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed. But you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
A loss of 9 on the play. Third down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. Texas 3, Ohio State 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Longhorns will line up to kick it away. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 now.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
After the 2nd down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. Powerful running into the secondary. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
PAT makes the score 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. The Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Hey, is it laggy for you right this second?
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab and moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Well, it's third down. The
not letting me
defense
pick a
knows
play.
he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the
Hey, it's not letting me pick a
quarterback
play.
finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by
Hey, I can't even pick plays.
wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break.
You want to run the code real quick? Yeah, I'm gonna say let me reboot. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean we can. Yeah.
See if it's the EA
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3-Day Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway.
Texas.
And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And now the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, that's saving your best for a critical moment. 3rd down play, quarterback puts it up where you've got a chance to get your hands on it, but a good job of coming down and getting a foot down for that 1st down.
Longhorns pick up enough for a 1st down here. They'll run it to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. And they do a good job of it right here.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Eludes the rush. Lets it go as he's being hit. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They'll try to run for the 1st down. Breaks loose at the 45. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Oh, that's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a 3rd down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage. And when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Looking for some space. It's Smith. Finding some room at the 25. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. The field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Got it again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Texas 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Give it to the back again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good batter. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They'll run it to the right side. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
On this drive, they converted twice on 3rd down. They need 6 yards here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time.
He wouldn't let me snap there.
5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. It's 3rd down for the offense. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Longhorns move into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the seniors making a disruptive impact play.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. They'll hand it off. The Buckeyes simply cannot get their defense off the field here.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the 1st down. Unbelievable call.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll try the right here. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from him.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Here's the 2nd down play. We'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Paul. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. Third down coming up.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he fields it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Football comes out. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the tailback's got it again. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the defense wraps him up.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Important second down play coming up. Direct snaps to the back. Running with purpose. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now they're running on the toss. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Longhorns keep the football on the move. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy or keep this quarterback from running.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The game makes it second and medium. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Longhorns will have first and 10 here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Breaks. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back to throw. It's Wells. Dumps it down in the back. Caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he's in. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He shreds the tackle. The ball is loose.
Wow.
No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
No.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. It's a run to the left.
That lag is fucking
Brought
terrible.
down, but it's past the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Movement here from the tight end. They'll ride the back again here. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff heading left. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Dropping back, it's Wells. The pocket breaking down. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the 1st down, though.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They'll run it from the gun. Running through the tackle. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The Longhorns moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He'll field the punt. The return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking downfield. It's Wells. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter. Make a nice catch. Pick up pop.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play right here. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance.